All right, welcome back to the Farm Life Show here at Seven Sons in Roanoke, Indiana. My name is Blaine Hitzfield, joined by my brother Blake, and it's been about 3 months since we sat down to do a quick rapid-fire Farm Life update.
Yeah,
and
it's been a busy summer.
Yeah, so last one we did was our summer farm update. So we're sitting down to kind of do a fall update and kind of what's happened, the highlights of the summer. And so we'll just jump right into it. This podcast, I always say this, it's meant for, we're doing this for other farms to follow along with what we're doing here at Seven Sons, for us to share tips and tricks,
lessons, inside look.
Lessons learned, and then we invite our customers to listen in to this conversation. So if you're a customer, you probably got all the emails. We just finished up our annual Farm Fest event here at the farm. Blake, do you want to explain, kind of give us a rundown? How many people did we end up with, and what were the activities we did?
Yeah, so we had great weather, and that always helps, I think, with getting people to the farm and wanting to come out. So we had a little over 2,200 people show up, and that was 1,000 more than last year. So almost 1,000 more than what we were planning on.
Yes.
So that was great, but also had some challenges come along with that. We ran out of food a little early, but it was a great day regardless. And so we had a straw maze. It was more like a straw fort. So it was pretty cool.
How many bales?
It was 4,000 bales.
4,000
little square bales.
Yeah, 4,000 bales straw fort and maze.
So we had that. We had a wagon tour that went out into the pasture and in the woods where people got to see the pastured hogs, the sheep, the cattle.
Yep.
Chickens were there.
Yep.
So and it wasn't a guided tour, but they got some information when they jumped on the wagon.
Yeah, we had a pamphlet that explained kind of
what they were going to see
about
in every
each
animal.
station and how we raise the animals, and just kind of a rundown. And in the past, we have done actually a guided farm tour, but with so many people to get through those, it was just, we couldn't do it fast enough, so we kind of changed up the format.
And I'm glad we changed it up because it was a great year to change it up because we had the extra 1,000 people this year.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have been able to get through all the people.
We had 3 food trucks, and then we had free ice cream, which ran out like at 1, I think.
Yeah.
So the event was from 10 in the morning to
4 in the afternoon.
4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So for Blake, for farms listening in, Farm Fest is a lot of work, but let's talk about why we do it and kind of why we would maybe encourage other farms to consider doing that. I mean,
it kind of goes back to our open door policy as well. So like we want to invite the community and customers onto our farm so that they have the opportunity to see where their food and how we're raising this food that they could potentially purchase or are purchasing already. So we have customers traveling multi-states to come to the event. We have neighbors driving across the road to come to the event. So it's a great way to just kind of reach out into the community and say, hey, this event is 100% free.
Yep.
We don't charge anything. The only thing we do have is the food trucks.
Yeah.
Where people want to buy food, which they can come and have a picnic. People do that. They bring their own food. But it's just a great way to interact with customers and the community and get the kids. I can't believe, Blaine, how many kids and families come to the event.
Yeah, it's also if you're just starting, say, your farm and building a direct marketing business, it's a great way to get initial exposure, especially in your surrounding community. So a couple ways we get the word out, and really the main way we get the word out is through our newsletter. And through the Facebook ads. So we do Facebook ads that reaches our local community, just let them know that, here's what's happening. It really does. And for us, it's important that we do it at no cost because we want to open our farm up to whoever customers and just community to come have a great day and see how, for customers, how their food is being raised. And if you're not a customer, it's just a great time to learn about a different way that food can be raised.
Yeah, so it's really neat when you have your backyard turns into this massive event. It gets set up on Friday evening. Everything's pretty much ready to go. And by Saturday, you're wondering, is anybody going to show up or not? You do all that work. And then within a couple hours, you're just floored to see all these people here supporting, learning about the farm.
And so if you're a farm, what we consider doing something like this, a couple things that we learned when we first, that was maybe 12 years ago when we did our first farm festival, it was a lot smaller. One thing we learned is that it's a lot of work to try to do the food yourself. If you want to feed and have an option for a meal when people come out. So we've transitioned to inviting food trucks to come to the farm. when the food trucks come, we make an arrangement with them that they're going to use our meat, our protein that we raise in the menu items that they have. So that's been.
And we just match whatever price they're currently getting that product at. That way they make the same margin because we want them to be successful. So.
Yes, exactly. So that's kind of a hard lesson that we learned if you're going to do a farm festival.
It's hard enough to just get your farm ready for it to take on all the people. But then to try to think about how do you feed them. We learned that one the hard way. You're 100% right there.
Yep. So that's one of the biggest things that we've learned over the years putting this festival on. So, but anyways, I want to thank our team for. I mean, this was a all hands on deck effort. Haley and Catherine did so much to basically run the whole thing and organize. They really did and plan it, and then the whole team just joined in. To make it happen. So it was also...
Blaine, they do it better than we did it.
Absolutely. When we were trying to run this festival, it's far more organized now.
We may or may not have winged a few things.
Yes, exactly. And another thing, I definitely sensed that it was a great team building event for our team members and for our staff where we have a lot of different kind of compartments at the farm. So we have the folks that are packing orders in the warehouse. We have office staff, and we have farm production staff, and a lot of times,
and even the farm production staff is kind of separated because you got people really focused on the eggs, gathering eggs. We've got people focused on the animal side, the cattle, and so
Farm Fest is like that one thing, that one event or project where everyone comes together for one purpose, and we're kind of locking arms as a team of 40. We probably had 40 to 50 staff and volunteers here. Not more than that. I wonder what the total count was. But
I'm not sure.
Anyways, thanks to the team and for all everybody who came out to enjoy the event. It was fun and rewarding. So, a couple other things that's happened in the last couple months. Blake, we launched Fresh Egg Co., which is a kind of it's a new brand of Seven Sons, but it's the same eggs from our farm, and we developed this new program where we're basically taking today's eggs that we gather, and we're shipping them out the same day for delivery to our customers.
Yeah, because you think about it, a chicken starts laying in the morning. So by 1 o'clock, they're pretty much done. That's when we start gathering. So we can go out, start gathering those eggs early. We bring them back, and we immediately start the grading process and getting them packaged for shipping out that evening.
Yep. So it's a neat program. Like, kind of nowhere else can you go and get eggs, that are laid, packed, and shipped with our policies within 24 hours and out for delivery within 24 hours. So it's a very fresh egg. And so we're excited to offer that new service. There's currently right around 800 customers that are signed up for monthly deliveries. And so
that's so rewarding.
Yes, it is. So we're excited to launch that. If you want to learn more about how that program works, check out fresheggco.com, and we're happy to share resources about how we package the eggs for safe delivery and just kind of how the program works. You can reach out to us, and happy to share there. So a couple other things, Blake. We finished Bruce's repair job.
Well, maybe if you watched the earlier episode this summer, in the summer update, we talked about how the building blew down and that big storm we had. So we were able to... that's a winter building. So we're coming up on winter, so kind of up against the timeline, and we were able to get that finished here the last couple of weeks, ready to start the process of that. The migration, where we're bringing the chickens from the mobile everyday moved pens kind of up to the winter greenhouse, where they'll get parked for the winter and have access outside there.
So that building has been fully repaired. That just happened.
Yep, fully repaired. So that's good. We had another litter of puppies. So one of our guard dogs had a litter of puppies, 13 puppies last week. So they're awfully cute.
So for farms listening that may need some guard dogs on their farm, do we sell guard dogs?
We do. I do believe that there's going to be a few extra available here. So if you're interested, reach out to us through customer support. We'll get you in touch with the right person.
Okay, all right. And just kind of wrapping things up here, we wrapped up our farm tours for the season.
We did. We had another great season of customers coming out during the warm season. We don't like to do farm tours we'll do them in the wintertime, but just not as pleasant. Not as pleasant to do. So we had great turnout, great response, just great people coming out to the farm. And I do a lot of the farm tours.
You do most of the farm tours.
I love them.
Yep. And we had a lot of customer farm tours. but you also had some students. And
Yeah, we've had some local university colleges come out and do some tours. Also, some younger kids and school groups come out and do some tours. So, yeah, we're looking to potentially build upon that maybe for next year because it is important for us to be able to tell our story to people and let them come out and see it. It's part of that transparency.
Yep. So, and lastly, we are launching our annual seafood sale. I wanted to bring this up, especially for farms that are listening. We started working with a fisherman up in Alaska. Tony Woods is his name, and we have found that it's been a lot of fun to offer a wild caught. Tony actually catches salmon, sockeye salmon in Alaska.
He's got like two boats.
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
Yes, he does. 2 boats up there. Does a fantastic job. So it's been over 10 years, I think, that we've offered Tony's salmon to our customers, and it's been such a great addition to our product offering. And so I always encourage farms that are looking for quality products to offer to their customers. It's a lot of work to build a customer base and to build that relationship with the customer. It's nice to be able to serve them with products that they're interested in that kind of helps a farm grow their sales. And so wild caught seafood
and meet your values.
Yeah, so wild caught seafood has really been a great compliment for our farm.
We look forward to it every fall.
Yeah, because we get the fresh catch in from Tony. He catches, the season is around August. I think it ends up in Alaska, the catch. And so he processes everything, freezes it, brings it down to a warehouse in Illinois where we have the product shipped to us from. And so it just works really well. And so we're able to offer our customers the fresh catch each year during this time. Typically, we run the sale in October here. So that's happening right now. So it's kind of a big deal for the team to get ready for and a fun event to announce to our customers. So that kind of wraps up our rapid fire farm update. That's what's been going on the last couple months here at Seven Sons.
So appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.